There is a car that charges itself while you drive. No plug, no gas station, no battery swap. It stays charged through city traffic and highway miles, using nothing but the energy you would have wasted. For 120 years, engineers built vehicles that recovered their own power. In 1899, electric taxis in New York captured braking energy and turned it back into electricity. In 1974, NASA perfected the system for vehicles that would never see a fuel pump. And in 2008, Tesla proved a production car could add 100 miles of range from nothing but deceleration. Then the oil industry and the dealership networks buried it. We did not stop building self-charging cars because the physics failed. We stopped because a car that powers itself is a gas station with no customers. A vehicle that needs no service is a dealership with no revenue. And a driver who owes nothing for energy is a market that cannot be controlled. This is the story of the car that charges itself forever, the technology that survived in racing while vanishing from showrooms, and the industry that spent billions making sure you never learned it existed. Welcome to our channel. The archive opens on the streets of New York City, roughly 1899. Electric vehicles outnumber gasoline cars 2-to-1. The Columbia Electric Taxicab Company operates a fleet of battery-powered cabs through Manhattan traffic. Engineers notice something remarkable. When the cab brakes, the electric motor reverses function. It becomes a generator. Motion bleeds back into electricity. Range extends by 30%. The principle is proven in the busiest traffic in America, but the electric car was only the beginning. By 1967, American Motors Corporation tests regenerative braking on experimental vehicles in Detroit. They document energy recovery rates of 40%. The Department of Transportation confirms the findings. The tests are published. The technology works. Then gasoline drops to 33 cents per gallon and the research disappears into filing cabinets. The principle is so simple it feels like a secret deliberately kept. Picture this. You press the brake pedal. In a conventional car, kinetic energy converts to heat through friction pads and vanishes into the air. Wasted. Gone. But regenerative braking captures that motion. The spinning wheels turn an electric generator. The generator feeds current back into the battery. Energy that would have been lost becomes stored power ready to drive you forward again. A regenerative vehicle recovers 60 to 70% of braking energy. Every stoplight becomes a charging opportunity. Every deceleration becomes fuel. No exotic physics, no rare materials. Just capture what you waste. In 1997, Toyota engineers launched the Prius with a system they call regenerative braking. It extends the hybrid's range by 25%. The technology spreads quietly, but the industry limits its application. Hybrids still burn gasoline. The regenerative system merely makes combustion engines slightly less wasteful. A car that could charge itself completely through braking and solar panels alone is never offered to the public. Then in 2008, an engineer named Elon Musk releases the Tesla Roadster with full regenerative braking. The system recovers energy at rates conventional automakers had never published. Independent testing confirms the Roadster adds 30% to its total range through regeneration alone. By 2012, the Model S proves a production electric vehicle can extend range by over 100 miles using nothing but captured braking energy. Formula One racing adopts kinetic energy recovery systems that same year. Drivers at 200 miles per hour recover power through every corner. The physics is undeniable. The technology is proven at the highest performance levels on Earth. But then the numbers reveal why it was buried. The global automotive service and repair industry generates $800 billion annually. Dealerships earn 40% of their total profit from maintenance and service appointments. A regenerative electric vehicle needs no oil changes, no transmission service, no exhaust system repairs, no coolant flushes. The revenue model collapses. A car that charges itself is a service bay that sits empty. The oil and gas industry extracts $3 trillion per year globally. A vehicle that charges through braking and rooftop solar panels requires no gasoline, no diesel, no visits to fuel stations. Every self-charging vehicle is one fewer customer buying fuel for the next 15 years. The loss is permanent. A car that needs no energy is an energy company with no income. Then the system weaponized the regulations. After 1980, automotive franchise laws locked dealership protections into state codes across America. Manufacturers could not sell directly to consumers. Every car had to pass through a dealer network that profited from service visits. Electric vehicles that needed almost no service threatened the entire financial structure. Building codes became the weapon. In 1996, General Motors launched the EV1, a fully electric car with advanced regenerative braking. Lessees reported virtually zero maintenance costs over 3 years. Dealers hated it. There was nothing to service, nothing to upsell. In 2003, GM recalled every EV1 from customers and crushed them in a desert junkyard in Arizona. The company claimed there was no market demand. Lessees begged to purchase their vehicles outright. GM refused. The cars were destroyed. Toyota built 328 RAV4 electric vehicles with regenerative systems between 1997 and 2003. Owners reported needing only tire rotations. Toyota recalled every single unit and crushed them. The pattern was deliberate. The technology was not impossible. It was just unprofitable for those who controlled the market. But a few engineers refused to forget. In 2003, Tesla Motors formed in Silicon Valley with one mission: prove regenerative electric vehicles could outperform combustion cars in every metric. By 2020, Tesla had delivered over 500,000 vehicles worldwide. Every single one uses regenerative braking as standard. Owners report adding 20 to 30% range through normal city driving. The system works exactly as the 1899 engineers documented. The knowledge was never lost. It was buried under franchise agreements and service revenue projections. Today, more than 2 million regenerative electric vehicles drive on roads worldwide. The data is overwhelming. A Tesla Model 3 recovers enough energy through regeneration to add 70 miles of range per full charge cycle. Porsche Taycan drivers extend range by 25% in stop-and-go traffic. Rivian trucks capture energy descending mountain grades that would burn through conventional brake pads in months. Formula E racing proves the technology under extreme conditions. Electric race cars recover multiple megawatts of power through braking at speeds exceeding 170 miles per hour. The systems are reliable, efficient, and mass-produced today. Researchers at MIT publish studies confirming regenerative braking can recover up to 70% of kinetic energy in urban driving conditions. The University of Michigan documented efficiency gains that extend vehicle range by 1/3. The science is not theoretical. It is measured and verified across millions of miles. Aftermarket regenerative conversion kits exist for conventional electric vehicles. Builders install them for under $3,000 in materials. Instructions are available online. No proprietary knowledge. No patents blocking access. The physics has not changed. Motion still generates electricity when captured through magnetic induction. Kinetic energy still converts to electrical current through a spinning rotor. The only thing that changed is who profits when you drive. Every car you have ever owned was designed to waste the energy you paid for. That is not an accident. It is a business model, but the archive is open now. The knowledge is here. A regenerative motor and a battery management system, that is all it takes to build a car that charges itself forever.